Hello folks, DawnBreak777 here. Just sitting here doing a little bit of work, and I have been debating for quite a long time if I should post this video or not. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to warn you, this is raw and this is uncut and unedited. If you're offended by a language, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to scroll on now, because there is language. This is your first warning. There'll be one more warning to come, folks. But sit back, enjoy the next 7.5 minutes, and if this touches your heart, I ask you to please forward it on. Let's get the word out. Folks, I'm going to forewarn you right now, I am in a fit of rage, and I will be using foul language. So if you don't like foul language, move on. And for those of you who say, oh, but you're a Christian, you're going to use language like that? Let me tell you this. I'd much rather repent for my language than to repent for gossip and repent for the crap that goes on by taking people's homes out from underneath them and putting them out on the streets and go, whoa, it's all about money. Okay? I just left the county offices dropping off the frickin' forms so people's personal information doesn't get put out because they vote. All information with the exception of their date of birth, their social security number, and I believe they said their email address. I can't think straight now because I'm so freaking pissed off. I'm handing these forms in and I'm being told, great job. We've had a bunch of them come in. Your word has gotten out, which is great. I'm glad. And I'm happy to get the word out. But folks, here's what I got upset. There's a little lady next to me. She's got to be in her 80s. I didn't ask her, but she's frail and she's crying and she's saying, but sir, to a 25-year-old, maybe 30-year-old little stubby little bastard that looks like a freaking leprechaun. But sir, I've done everything I can. I borrowed from my kids who don't have money. I borrowed from my neighbors who don't have money. I borrowed as much as I can to raise this $5,000 to pay these back taxes. And now you're saying it's not enough? He goes, ma'am. You believe that guy had the urge to call her ma'am? That little stubby bastard? But now you owe another $2,700, and if it's not paid by tomorrow, I'm putting your house on the auction block for what you owe the county. But sir, you have raised my taxes over 300% in the last 3 years. 3 years, folks. I can't afford it. The taxes will be more than half of what I make in a year. And she's crying. There's got to be something you can do, sir. No, ma'am, not at all. If it's not here by tomorrow morning, your house goes on the auction blocks. I got pissed. I wish I would have had the money, because I would have thrown it so hard at that little stubby bastard's face that it would have imprinted $100 bill marks on his forehead. Then I have a guilty pleasure of I collect Hot Wheels. So I went by the freaking Walmart to see if they had anything that I like. And I found two that I like. Whopping $4. I go to the checkout. And I do not use self-checkout. I absolutely refuse to use that. And there's a lady there that's ringing people out. And I can't believe this. I'm looking at this lady and I asked her age, 87 years old. 87 years old, folks, working at Walmart to make money. I said, man, but why aren't you enjoying your retirement? Because she was a school teacher, okay? Taught us little shits. Well, my husband died and I can't afford the property taxes, so I have to work to pay for the house, to make sure that my husband, and I don't go against my husband's wishes and this house go away to somebody. My husband wanted this house to stay in the family. But I have to pay all these taxes to pay the county because they're going to take it away if I don't pay it, because they've raised the taxes over 300% in the last 3 years. That's the second time I heard 300%. In less than a half an hour. Folks, this shit has to stop. This is worse than the 2007, 2008 mortgage crisis, where the mortgage officers and the mortgage lenders went and did massive fraud, put massive amounts of mortgages on homes and then went default on them. Inflated the price of the home so freaking high that it crashed. Now you know who's doing it? It's our governments who's doing it. It's our counties who's doing it. Our counties are raising the value of our homes so they can raise the value of the taxes we have to pay these freaking bonds that they have that are due. They have no money. So they're going to go after the people. We'll take all their money. We'll steal it from them. And then if they can't pay it, we'll take their $500,000 home and we'll sell it for $2,800 up to $400,000 just so we can get greedy and pay for this money that we owe, that we took out never knowing how we were going to pay it back, but we'll just put it back on the people. And we don't care if we have to put the people out on the streets. We don't care if we have to put the elderly in elderly homes, apartments, in which that little stubby bastard said, ma'am, but that's why we have all these facilities built for you people, so you don't have to have the burden of owning a home anymore. You should find it a privilege that we put you in an elderly apartment so you don't have to pay this stuff no more. A damn privilege, folks. A privilege to take away the home that her and her husband worked their fingers to the bone for $2,700 for taxes that have raised 300% in the last 3 years. Yeah, folks, I'm pissed, and I'm really pissed. And what I'm even more tired of are all you people out there that bitch, moan, and complain about all this shit going on out there, but all you do is you sit on your couch, you eat your bonbons, and you watch Netflix, and you don't do a damn thing about it. So you know what? I will go out there and I will put my face out there and I will make sure, if it's the last thing I do, my dead body, will any government official take an elderly person's home anymore. This has got to stop, and got to stop now. I'm done. I've had it. You have no idea how pissed off I am right now, folks. If you're still here listening to the language and you're offended, I told you to leave. And if you're offended and I said you sit on your butts doing nothing, good. Because you're lazy. Get out and do something. We the people are the highest form of the government in the states, counties, and the country. Know your declarations and know your constitutions. Know your rights.